between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They start on the ground with Adams. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big debate and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To throw on 3rd down, Cecil. Yeah, he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Get the ball. Come on. Let's go deep, tight left.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cecil. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That's good for 28 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Second and 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 4th down, Cecil. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
He's checking crap.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, and he's not gonna make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go, baby.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And simple, a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cecil trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 71 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Here we go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Cecil forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Cecil steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run it here with Adams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on 3rd down. Cecil looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
throwing on first down. Cecil. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so. They end up losing the down as well.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Cecil. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's going to look deep down the field. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Cecil. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Keep going, boys, moving. My 50, my 50. Hustle.
On 4th down, Cecil buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Being chased out left. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll try and run for it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's pick it up. 6-6. Pull it high. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Haywood. Lefty. 36.
On play action, Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Play action. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, here's Adams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, this is Adams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Adams. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
first down. Cecil going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Back to throw. Cecil. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Second and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's Jaguar. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Eagles on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Tighten up, tighten up. No. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Great 57. Hey, exit. Save.
On play action, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Wentz going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down, and it's first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
On fourth down, Cecil. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Back to throw. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Got his man complete over the middle. That's fourth. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge.